Hi everyone, my name is JMLisondra, and by using limited colors in my palette, I am going to teach you on how to paint this wonderful painting. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay guys, so I am going to introduce to you first the materials that I'm going to use in this tutorial. So I still be using limited colors in my palette, and I'm going to use titanium white, tallow blue, the brilliant red, the medium yellow, and the burnt and the raw umber. So I'm using raw umber guys as the replacement of black, because when I use black, all I have to do is to create brown. So raw umber guys is almost like a brown, and when you mix it with blue or tallow blue, it will become dark. It looks like a black. And I'm using limited colors guys because I want you to learn how to mix and get the desired colors you want. Okay, so these are my brushes. So I'll be using number 11 nylon flat brush, long handled, number 8 nylon flat brush, long handled, and I think I'll just use 3 brushes. So I have here number 7 nylon flat brush, short handled. Okay, so that's it. Okay guys, so this will just be an easy tutorial. So I'll be using I think 9 by 10, almost 9 by 10 inches canvas, and it has 3 coats of prime white acrylic. You can also use gesso. I made this canvas myself, and water guys to thin the paint, and also water spray guys to wet the surface so that we can have a better blendings. Okay, so in this tutorial guys, I'm going to teach you on how to paint an underwater or a shallow sea landscape or a seascape guys. So usually you can just see some underwater rocks, sand on the when the ocean or when the sea is shallow guys. So that will be the focus of this tutorial this time. Okay, so I know that this kind of stuff or this kind of scene will be a little hard for especially for the beginner. So today I'm going to make it easier for you. Okay, so I think I'm going to start now, and okay, I'll use first the bigger brush, which is number 11 nylon flat brush. Okay, so I'll focus on the water guys, which is the shallow sea, in which you can see some rocks, some dead corals, some sand or whatever. Okay, so I'll be using this raw umber. You can also use burnt umber guys if you have. It's almost like raw umber, and if you have a burnt sienna, you can still use that, but you need to mix it with red and blue to make it darker. Okay, here, so since I'll focus on the ocean or sea, so I will add a little on the landscape or some rock form beside the sea, or some huge rocks guys, or huge cliff, something like that. So I'll just fill this with dark color. So I'll be using the blue and the raw umber. So maybe we're gonna need to spray it with water to make it a little wet. There. And I'm gonna need more raw umber. Then gonna mix raw umber and blue, dull blue, or yeah, if you have ultramarine blue, that's okay. There. So I'll just make this part dark with blue and raw umber. That's it. Now I'm going to paint the shallow sea or the shallow water. Okay, so I'll be using some blue, of course. You need first, guys, you need to clean your brush with water. Make sure that it has no raw umber remaining on it, because if you mix raw umber, guys, it will change the color. It will become muddy. And some blue. So just use the tallow blue and yellow. I mean yellow, guys, sorry. Yellow and some white to make it lighter. There, I like this color. It's actually blue green, guys. The color is blue green, so I'm going to add white. It will become a light blue green. There. Yeah, I like this color. Wow, I like this color, guys. It's very, very pretty color. There, I like this color. It's very opaque, guys, the color. You can just blend the part where the two colors meet, something like this. There. So you just have to blend up the edges, guys, something like that. It's actually nice, guys, if you do it and it's still wet, so that you can have a better blending between the better edges between the two colors. There, like that. I'll add a little blue on it and some white. There. There, so we just have to fill this everything here with this color. And if you're painting with, just follow what I'm doing. And now we're just blending the light blue or the blue green color. Okay, so let's mix more colors. The same color, guys, just the blue and the yellow. There. That's it. Going to add some white, dull blue and yellow. More blue. There. Okay, so let's just blend this. That's it. Okay, here. Okay, so you just have to blend the colors here, and we can let it a little, give it a little time to make it dry. Okay, so just blend the colors. It's okay, guys, if it's not uniform, the tone or the value is not uniform. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Need to add a little blue on it here, and add a little bluish color here. Some bluish tone. There. Okay, that's it. So yeah, and I think I'm gonna do first, I'm going to add some details here first before I'm going to move on this part. So I'll be using the smaller brush, which is the number 8 nylon flat brush, long handle. And let's add some details. So I'll be using the raw umber with some white there. So actually, guys, this is not the part of the tutorial, but I'll just have to add more details here so that it will become more beautiful. Okay, so this is a cliff, guys, a rocky cliff. There. That's it. And also here you can also add some trees, guys, some plants on this rocky cliff. There. So it's a wet and wet technique, guys, because the paint's still wet. Yeah. And I'll be using some darker color, guys. Looks like black, so I'll be mixing the raw umber with some blue there to make it dark. That's it. And I'm gonna put here. There. Some dark tones colors. If you have black, guys, you can also use black if ever you want some darker tone, so you can still use black, guys. It's all up to you. So here I'll just adding some darker tones on the gaps or some dark parts or some caves. Okay, yeah, that's it. So now I think I'm going to proceed to adding more rocks, underwater rocks on the water. Okay, so first gonna mix for blue and the raw umber. Some blue and raw umber there. And let's add a little white, guys, to make it lighter. So make sure, guys, it's not so dark. It should be light there. So that's it. This will be the perfect color for this. And let's paint some underwater rocks there. So it's still wet, guys, actually. That's it. We're gonna add more. Okay. Here also. There. Okay. And here's gonna put more. Actually, guys, you will be the one to decide where you're gonna put the rocks. Yeah, and some corals underwater. So here, guys, I am adding the base colors of the corals and the rocks. There. Okay. Now I'll be mixing for a darker tones. So here the blue and the raw umber. There. And let's put more darker tones here. There. So here I'm going to add more darker tones. So actually, guys, it has no definite shape, so it will always look like an abstract. Okay, I'm adding more darker. So always observe my strokes, guys. There. And here, let's add more. There. And here, guys, can add more. Some coral reefs or some rocks underwater. There. That's it. Now I'll be using some color here, some dark tones here, because I'll just blend some parts here. Okay. So I am using some darker tones, guys, darker bluish gray, so that I can blend it here from this rock here to the underwater rocks. There. But if you have time letting it dry, guys, you can let it dry first before adding more tones or coats. The result will be better than wet and wet. And the good thing about wet and wet, guys, is that you can blend out the paints actually better than um, a wet a dry paints. Okay, so there. So next I'm going to start adding some highlights on the rock. That's why I'll be mixing some green tones. So here I'm going to use the yellow and some blue, and with a little amount of red, just a little amount of red, and some white there. So we'll start painting the corals there. Some green corals, guys. Corals and rocks, whatever. So I think it's still dark, so I'm gonna add some more white there. And here. You don't have to paint it to paint the exact figure, guys, of the rocks. It's just like you are making an abstract painting here. There are no actually definite shape, so I'm going to use the raw umber with some more white to make some grayish tones there. Let's add more gray. There. So just like you are painting an abstract, guys, there are no actually shapes, definite shape here. Okay, there. So I think that looks, I can see the beauty now. I can see that I am almost done. So here I'm gonna put also here. This time, guys, it should be on a perspective, so it will be like a flat, or it should be look like a flatter or something like that. There. And here also. In here, I'm gonna add more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So this light blue part, guys, or the bluish light blue green is the sun part. Okay. So I'll continue. So I'm making some red, some brownish tone here, and some white there, and some yellow there. That's it. Okay. So just like an abstract, guys, you're creating an abstract painting. There are no actually definite shape. As long as the tone is correct and the shading, the proper highlights and shading is okay, so that will become realistic. There. One more here. There. Okay. You can even use the topping or punching technique. Yeah. Okay, so and more here. There. Okay, so I'm going to add more details, guys. I'll be using a smaller brush, which is the number 7 nylon flat brush. I'm going to add some details on the sand here, the light blue part. So I'm going to use the blue here and some yellow and some more white here. It should be lighter than the light blue, guys, we applied a while ago, or on the background. There. Okay, so yeah, this will be darker. Only some blue. So let's add some white. I do not know what to call this, guys, but you can see it underwater on the sand. It looks like a reflection, guys, on the water. There. And do not overdo it, guys, so let's remember that. There. And also here. And just use very light colors, guys, so that you avoid mistakes here. There. So I think it looks realistic now. Okay. That's it. And now I'm going to add some highlights, guys. Oh no, I mean some reflection from the water. Yeah. So by doing that, I'm going to use just blue and white. There. I'll just use some blue and white, guys. So I'll get some reflections. So here, I think I'm gonna put it here. There. So I'm going to assume that on the top of part here, in the top part here, there are some openings, guys, that it reveals the sky. So that's why there are the reflection from the sky here. So that will be, yeah, my assumption. There. So I'm still using the brush, guys, the same brush. There. So I'll just cover this part, but I'm going to retouch this later, guys, to reveal some parts. There. You can actually create a bigger water, reflection. There. There. Okay. There. Okay. So I'll continue, guys. I'll be mixing another color, the same color. I think I'm gonna make this part bigger, wider, I mean. There. That's it. Okay. And I think this part I'm going to so you can cover some areas here. There. Just blend it a little. There. And let's put some darker tones. So I'm going to use the blue. Create some darker colors. And let's put some dark here. To reveal some parts of the underwater. There. And of course here. That's it. There. Okay. And now I'm gonna mix for a lighter brown colors to reveal some parts of the rocks. So here, so raw umber and white, more white. So here, I'm gonna put some a little colors. There. Okay. So if you're painting with, just follow what I'm doing. So here guys, I'm going to add some lighter raw umber. Raw umber guys, to reveal some highlights of the rocks or underwater rocks, corals or whatever. Okay, there. I'm not really sure guys if it looks realistic. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks realistic, but not really that not really that realistic. Okay. So I think I'm going to continue guys. I'm going to add more details. I'm going to use this color again. I'm going to improve here. There. I'll just improve some parts guys. There. So you always be careful guys in putting something like this. It will actually a little hard, not so easy. There. I'm going to add more details, like some zigzag waves guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know, guys, if I am overdoing it. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Okay, so I think I'm continue, guys, and I'll just add more dark tones. So I'll be using the raw umber and the blue with some white there. So I'll put more here, guys. I'm going to add more blue. There. So I'm just retouching now, guys. I'm adding more dark tones to other parts. Okay. And here, let's add more here. And also here. There. Okay, guys, so I think I'm going to add more. Yeah, I'm going to retouch this part. I do not like this part, guys. And I'm going to retouch that. It's not good. So I'll be using some blue and some white. Yeah. And a little umber. So here. So this part should, I should retouch this part. There. Okay. Yeah. There. And I'm going to add more white. Okay, this will add more details on the underwater rocks. Okay, so just have to put it on top of the dark colors. There. Okay, and I'm going to add more white. I'm going to add more white reflection, guys. There. that's it. Yeah. There. Wait. Yeah, more retouch. I'm not really sure, guys, if I'm going to do it. I'm going to be successful on this part. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to continue, guys. I'll do my best. Okay, so I think I'm lost a little here. There. There. Keep on retouching, guys. Actually, guys, this kind of effect is gonna really be hard if you have no reference. So I'll take my chances, guys, painting it without reference. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So I think I am almost done, guys, on this part. Yeah, and I'm going to retouch more on the corals. So I'll be using some yellow. I'm going to add some yellow here, and Need to add some more waves, guys. There. To make the water more wavy, guys, or I don't know what you call that, more to make the water not so still. So we need to have some waves underneath the water, guys, or on the top of the rocks or some corals. So just use the same brush, guys. It is the number 7 flat brush, and I'm gonna add more lines or waves on the top of the corals there. There. That's it. So since this part is a little wavy, so we need to put also some waves here. There. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So I think I am done, guys. And yeah, it is so simple, guys, that. And I think it's a little hard, so I also recommend this to actually to beginners. It will be very challenging, guys, and all you have to do is just follow what I'm doing. Actually, guys, I messed up a little on the reflection, but I still don't know if I'm doing right. Yeah, it looks okay, but I think it's not that really good. Yeah, I think I need more practice on that also. Okay, so okay, guys, and also I have another version of this tutorial, which is actually an underwater river. So that one's a little different from this. That scene is from the river, and this one is from the sea, or underwater sea, guys, or shallow sea, or something like that. Okay, so again, guys, thank you so much for watching today, and I am going to recap, guys, a little. So here, just add the plat colors, which is the light blue color or light blue green. Then you're gonna add more the background colors first, which is the darker bluish gray color here on the corals. Then you're gonna add the highlights little by little, especially on the top of the corals. Then you're gonna do the reflection of the sky on the top of the cliffs. Okay, so and also there's the lines here, the lines on the coral skies that will reflect the sunlight. So that will be very important, guys, to make it looks realistic. And this part is so wavy, guys. I don't know if this part fits on this part, so that will need more work. So maybe later I can figure out how to do that better than this one. Okay, guys, so I want to say thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope you get something and you learn something out of this, even if I mess up a little. Okay, so thank you, guys. Please hit like, add some comments, and subscribe for more videos in the future. And my advice, guys, to keep on practicing, keep on painting. The more you know how to use your brush, the more you know how to mix the colors. That's why I'm using limited colors in my palette, because I want you to learn to mix and get the desired colors you want. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a nice day, and God bless you all.